Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 10th of November. I hope you've had a fabulous week. Just before I start your reading, I have got some exciting news. I have ordered Nikki Allen's angel cards, and so I'm hoping they'll be with me any day now, and as soon as I get them I will share them with you. So very excited about that, and I know Nikki's a Virgo, so if you're watching, Nikki, yeah, I can't wait to get them. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. So we are using the Energy Oracle cards. Oh, wow, Virgo. Honestly, your readings have been amazing. You got victory again. Now you got victory last week because I remember thinking victory, Virgo, VI. Yeah, you're destined to be victorious. Victory, success, glory. I love that. And then you've got the garden and the gate. I love this card. There's so many messages in this card. So you can see she sat there. She stood there. She's got everything that's grown around her. She's grown this beautiful garden. She's got butterflies. She's got abundance. But for some reason, she's got a key around her neck. Now that key will open that gate and let her walk away from all that if she wants to. Now I don't see this as a negative. I see this as, well, you've done it before, look. Are you thinking of doing something new? You know, there's an absolute blank canvas there to be had in the background. Are you contemplating taking your skill set, what you've learned, and doing something new? I love that. Let's have a look, shall we? Now we're using the Unfolding Path Tarot again. So dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Virgo. Make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Okay, what's the focus? Please and thank you for the lovely Virgo. We've got the Justice card. Opportunity for Virgo, please. Queen of Swords. Absolutely love the Queen of Swords, especially in this deck. She's just, oh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune's your challenge. The Lovers is bubbling under the surface for you in your subconscious, and advice and outcome is the Three of Swords. I think that's why you have the Queen of Swords there. Right, Justice. Something's not balanced at the moment. Okay, something's out of kilt at the moment, because the Justice card is exactly that. It's dedicated or attributed to Libra, and Libra as the epitome of justice and fairness. It's got the scales in it, so it's focusing on what's balance. Are you getting out what you're putting in? Maybe that's why you're contemplating moving on to something new. Pastures new there. It could be moving again. I keep getting the moving for you, although there's no Four of Wands here. But yeah, there's something that needs to be looked at next week. Now, it can be to do with contracts too and legal matters. And all I'll say to that is, I don't know how you feel about the astrology side of things. I'm not very educated when it comes to that. I know tarot and I like to stay in my lane, so to speak. But all I do know is that we are currently in a Mercury retrograde, or we're now entering it. And they do say don't sign anything, don't make any rash decisions whilst we're in a Mercury retrograde, because it'll be things like you miss the small print, or I don't know, get caught speeding. I did. It was actually in Pisces reading by Chris at Minnow Pond Tarot. And I was like, why didn't I listen? Yeah. Anyway, so there's some legal matter, some focus on balance next week for you, Virgo. Now, the Queen of Swords is your opportunity. Oh my gosh. Queen of Swords as an opportunity is like, say it as it is. You've got to be clear cut with somebody about something. You've got to say what you're feeling. But she's not a bitch about it. She can be if she's a challenge, but here she's an opportunity. It's like she's very balanced. She's very just and fair, the Queen of Swords. She's the King of Swords' wife. But at the end of the day, she also wants to move on in a fair but firm manner. And she's very truthful. She will get to the heart of the truth of the matter. So there's something that you've got an opportunity. If there's something bugging you, get it off your chest and be open, be honest. Maybe somebody's kind of taking you the wrong way. I don't know. But say it as it is, Virgo. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is your challenge. when I see the Wheel of Fortune as a challenge, it just tells me that you're going round and round in circles about something. I don't know what that might be yet. Maybe something to do with this Justice card. You just like it keeps popping up its ugly head, this something to do with the legal system. Maybe you're waiting for an outcome, a fair outcome to come, and you just feel like you're stuck in there going round and round in circles with it. The Lovers is bubbling under the surface for you. Maybe you're looking for a relationship. Maybe you're looking to put more dedication into finding somebody that really takes your heart chakra, or you're in a relationship and you've got, you know, there's something to do with, yeah, I need to spend more time with them. I need to dedicate more of my my focus on those that really love me. And what you're passionate about also. What's your passion? This is to do with your passion and your choices. Now, the Three of Swords is your advice and outcome. The Three of Swords is heartache, heartbreak, disappointment. I don't know if it's connected with that Justice card there too, but it's also, as an advice card, it's about healing from the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's the healing card. If we get the Star card out too, that would be wonderful. But until we clarify, I'm not too sure where that Three of Swords is landing. I definitely think the Queen of Swords is coming out, so that Three of Swords is, I don't know, I feel like you've got the devil and the angel on your shoulder there, saying, don't let them put up with that. And you're like, no, no, I know. And the Three of Swords makes you feel like, oh no, should I have said that? Should I have done that? I don't know. Let's have a look. But just concentrate on your victory and the Garden Gate energies. Right, Justice, why are you here for Virgo? It's a very karmic energy, Justice. Ooh, you have the Seven of Pentacles. There's something to do with balancing up with what you're already invested in, what you're already doing. Do you need to start planting seeds for next year to do with something else? Because you can see she's planted this pentacle plant, if you like, with the sunflowers on, which is beautiful. Which is all positive. She's been very good at what she does here. She's built up an investment here. Now it's time to think, oh, do I keep doing this, what I'm really good at? But I know how to do that now. That's what I felt about the Garden Gate. There's like a blank canvas, another garden there for you to start planting seeds. And that's exactly what she's doing in her hand there. She's watering a new sapling. So there's something that will bring you balance to think, right, okay, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what the message is here, and I'm going to write that down. You need to spread the seeds. And I have to write it down now, if not I'll forget. There's something about making sure that you're putting plans in place, and that can be financial plans too. Can be that, you know, you're thinking of drawing on those investments, but in the meantime, you don't want to be drawn on and not doing something else in the meantime. You know, it's about reassessing something, with that Justice card too. Now, the Queen of Swords. Let's have a look. Queen of Swords, why are you here? Oh, the Moon card dedicated to Pisces. You always get Pisces when you're reading, Virgo. You either get King of Cups or the Moon card. Now, this Queen of Swords will definitely give you mental clarity, because the Moon card is about confusion, about feeling hazy, not knowing quite where you stand with somebody or a situation. And the Queen of Swords would just like let's face this full on. Let's get this out in the open. She also cuts off people that do not serve her. She won't put up with. She won't waste her time and energy on things. She's also, as I say, she's very truthful. It's like you're getting to the truth of the matter of something next week too. And as I say, the opportunity of the Moon card is to get things out in the open, raise, you know, because that's what the Moon does in reality, isn't it? You know, the Moon comes up, it rises the tides. Water equals emotions in tarot, and things come up from the bottom. You're not drowning anymore, it's coming up into the open. And with that Queen of Swords, that's exactly what's happening there. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is, I just feel like you're going round and round in circles with something. I think it's related to that Justice card. It's just not resolving. Oh, Ten of Cups. Oh, Ten of Cups as a challenge. Ten of Cups is a lovely card. It's full of like, it's everything you hoped and dreamed of romantically, relationship wise. I don't know if you are, yeah, maybe this relationship or people around you, you're just like, what, you keep getting caught up with negative relationships, maybe, and feeling like, oh my gosh, you know what, here we go again. I thought I'd learnt my lesson the first time round. Let's do one more on that. Because the Ten of Cups is one of the most positive cards. It's beautiful. Oh, Hanged Man also as a challenge. Hanged Man with the Wheel of Fortune as a challenge definitely tells me you're stuck in an energy of something. Something isn't progressing as quickly as you thought it would. But what I'll say to that is then, with the Hanged Man, advice is put it into another perspective. Maybe it's not meant to just yet. You know, maybe you've got to trust the universe. When we try and hurry things up, that's where I think, we trip up a little bit, rather than sit back and be patient and just trust that things will work out. Easier said than done, I know. And the Hanged Man can also indicate being impatient about something. You're like, come on, I just get it sorted out. Now, the Lovers is what's bubbling under the surface for you. Six of Wands. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous. It's something about really coming through some really hard times, perhaps with a relationship, perhaps with some friendships, because and feeling very victorious about it, and also other people seeing your success here. Because the Six of Wands is obviously follows on from the Five of Wands, and that's all about, you know, he's gone out to battle. He's won the battle. It's been hard work. It's been change. It's been growth. He's come back in and proven to everybody that beyond all expectations, he's made it work. So there's something to do bubbling under the surface with something that you're very passionate about. But it's going to work out for you, Virgo. I don't know if you're doubting it. And even through the hardest times, even though you can see this chap's in a wheelchair and he still won the race, he still came first. So against all odds, there's victory. Ah, the card of victory. I've just realised. Oh, hello. I'm tired. So again, it's something to do with your passions, your creation, your relationships. You definitely want to make it work. You definitely want to, yeah, against all odds. I don't know if you're proving somebody wrong. I can only liken that to my mum, who absolutely did not like my first husband. And so I went against everything to prove. But anyway, let's move on from that one. Right, Three of Swords. Why are you here? No, actually, I'm going to do another one on that Six of Wands. Something that you're passionate about, you know that you can achieve, but it's bubbling under the surface. Maybe that's because that Seven of Pentacles, you've got to kind of start making plans now for it. Oh yeah, look, Six of Swords. Six of Swords, two sixes there. And the Lovers is a six. You got three sixes. Now, 666 does not mean what you think it means. Sixes is actually about harmony. Sixes obviously come after fives, and this is indicating that you've been through big change, but you've learned from it. And the Six of Swords is about, yeah, just having an easier life. Also, you know, going with the flow on things and making, you know, she's packed up her boat. She knows that things are going to be a bit easier for her now, mentally also. And she's just got her dog with her. That's all we need. That's all we need is a dog. What did I see? A meme on Facebook earlier, and it said, now I know why Noah took animals with him. Exactly. I know the feeling. Yeah, she's moving on to calmer shores, but she doesn't know where she's going. But it's like, don't care as long as it's not here. Something bubbling up for you there. It's lovely. Really love that for you, Virgo. Now, the Three of Swords is your advice and outcome. Maybe you moving on needs to heal that Three of Swords. Something about you moving on. Oh, Virgo, Five of Pentacles, 2. again, look, they're both holding their heads. There's some sort of level of frustration going on here. I don't know if you feel like, 1 minute you're making progress on something and then you're back to where you were, especially if you're grieving. All I'll say is that don't ever take every day as a given. If you feel, I feel fine today, and then the next day you're a blithering, you're a wreck again, don't put yourself down for that. That's just the grieving process. Don't think, don't get me wrong. Yeah, if you have a great day, you think, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm going to have another great day tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Just take every day as it comes. And I think that is the message there for you, Virgo. The Five of Pentacles, yeah, just feels like something he's going 2 steps forward and 4 steps back on. And with that Three of Swords, it's something that's created a lot of heartache and heartbreak. Let's just do one more on that. The advice of the Five of Pentacles, though, is to ask for help. Gosh, Virgo, I'm going to stop now. Nine of Swords. But the advice, again, of the Nine of Swords is to face your fears. Get it off your chest. Pentacles, again, with that Five of Pentacles, could be a financial thing. What's on your mind financially? I know I'm terrible at opening bills because I'm like, oh, well, I know it's direct debit, but I don't need to look at it. Then the next thing you know, I got a bill from the water company saying they're going to cut us off because without me knowing the direct debit had stopped. So I don't know. Nine of Swords is facing your fears, but I just think, oh my gosh, you've got 3 cards, all with them holding their hands, their head. Oh, this is hard work for you. Yeah, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Yeah. Let's see. I don't do any more for you, Virgo. Just remember the garden and the gate. Yeah, the victory card. That's in your sights. I do feel like that Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords is about moving on to pastures new. And it's giving you a little bit of a predicament, if you like. This is the advice of every British person. Have a cup of tea. Just have a cup of tea, Virgo. Everything will work out fine. That's what my nan would say. Patience and reassessment. Let's have a look. Cup of tea. Cup of tea is 65. Okay, 65. The message of this card. Remember, a watched pot never boils. Let it do its work in its own time and trust the process. Use the time to reflect on the situation, how you feel about it, and reassess your perspective. The cup of tea card reminds you that perhaps all is not as it seems. See, with all those 5s and 3s and 9s? The reflection of this card, are there lessons you can learn from a difficult situation that you haven't considered yet? So I hope you enjoyed that, Virgo. Let me know how it resonates. Don't forget, I am doing a midweek check-in. Oh my gosh, your reading has been the longest by far. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you next week.